Welcome to Xtra, presented by VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter. Very censored. You can follow Xtra on Twitter at Xtra VDG. Be sure to follow Xtra on Twitter at Xtra VDG. Check out the website as well. That is xtra.vdgsports.com. Once again, that is xtra.vdgsports.com. There's a YouTube as well. VDG Sports. Like, subscribe, share, or do whatever it is you do there. This episode is not being sponsored by VinceDouglasGregory.com. VinceDouglasGregory.com is where you can keep up with me and my whereabouts and everything in between, what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, most of what I'm not doing, especially as of late, but that is okay. I am back. Yes, that's what it be, back. But this episode is not being sponsored by VinceDouglasGregory.com. Noobs, thank you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you for giving me a chance. That's all I can ask for. Regs, we back at it again. Regs, we do what we do. Regs, this feels like it's every day, but it's not every day. It just feels that way. And this special, unique bond that we have no name for, but we know what it is. We know what it is. And I'm not blinking and I'm not winking, but we know. I definitely know where I want to go with this. I definitely know where I want to go with this, but I'm not going to turn it into a rant. I'm not going to turn it into a learning experience. I'm just going to say it to get it off of my chest, even though I have not given it enough time to breathe, but it needs to be said. It needs to be said. The reason that so many people, yes, I am throwing up a straw man argument, but I don't have to because it is true and I can use myself and others as an example. But hey, don't let that be the end all be all. Don't let that be the end all be all. The reason I'm starting to have problems now, I definitely saw and I definitely talked to people that always had questions about go ahead and upgrading and questions about doing the new software because everything worked. Everything worked before. There was no subtle changes, whether it's something that's imaginary or something that's factual. There's no hiccups, there's no bugs, there's no nothing. It's been running smoothly, it's been doing fine. Everything has been okay up until the point where they updated, upgraded. I always looked at that, it was like, but what about the new? What about the new? And Regs, you know how I feel about the new. Regs, you know how I feel about the new. Noobs, not so much. Noobs, just think of it this way. I need the new. I like the new. The newness is the newness that I noon for constantly. And you can translate that however you want. All translations will be correct. I was always in that category. I was always in that camp where it had to be, or what's the newness? It's the getting the new features. It's getting the new whatever it may be. And that was something that piqued my interest. That was something that drove my curiosity. That was something that got me infatuated with the newness again and just relearning or learning something completely different. That's good. That's great when you really, truly aren't depending on something to work or to just work or to just work how it used to, or to just work sometime, or to just work a little bit at a time. Now I'm in a different position, even though, don't get me wrong, I still like the new. I still want the new. I still hot the new. However, I'm just going to say there's some personal growth. There's some personal growth. And and that's the he, and not the ha. Being in personal growth is more important than the new. So they're contrasting principles, you might say. But when it comes to the personal growth outweighs when it comes to risk reward calculating and using all ones and zeros and the math and arithmetic and getting to all of that. The personal growth ranks more, has more weight, has more power than the newness and the new. And the personal growth is well-rounded. The personal growth helps me holistically as a person. Why is the new? That's just a certain part of me that craves and needs the new and the newness. Whereas personal growth, that's everything. So everything is greater than one. Everything is greater than one. I think I've reached a personal growth. I think I reached a personal growth on always wanting to just go ahead and get the update and get the upgrade. And I'm not speaking about phones here. I'm not speaking about devices. Even though I wasn't at camp, but I'm out of that camp because personal growth is greater than one. Personal growth is greater than the new. I've grown as a person, and that is no longer the case. But I'm talking about software-wise. I'm talking about integrating the new software updates that come around. Now I'm a little bit more skeptical. Now I'm a little bit scratching my head like, do I really need this? Do I really want this? And it's not because I don't want the new features. It's not because I don't want the new features. It's because I don't know what bugs I am introducing to my system. I don't know what new bugs I am introducing to the plan. I don't know what new bugs that I'm going to have to overcome just to make things work properly. And especially when I'm recording, especially when I'm in the studio, especially when I'm on set, especially when I'm making my videos, or when I'm just doing something that involves my platform, or doing something that involves another platform that I'm working on or that I'm utilizing or whatever it is. Then that becomes an issue. Then that becomes a problem. Then that new and that newness becomes a headache, becomes something that I necessarily didn't have to deal with or could have put off or could have just pushed away to the side for another day. Then, yeah, okay. But now, And basically, I'm trying to say, it took me so long to get this going. It took me so long to get this to record. It took me so long to just get this to work semi-properly because I'm pretty sure it is still not functioning correctly. And that was just after an update to the system. An update to the system. I started up the program, and next thing I know, I'm getting question marks. I'm getting this has been turned off because this no longer works. And everything just went a little haywire. And when I pressed the red button, not that red button, but when I pressed the other red button, when I pressed the other red button, let's just say things just went error. Things started moving. Sounds did not come out. Everything was broken. And there was no one way or one point that I could just point to and say, I need to fix it there. This was something completely different. This was something that was major. I rebooted. I started over. I unplugged, plugged. I did all of the troubleshooting mechanisms that I can think of besides trying to revert back to the original, trying to revert back to before the update, the upgrade. But I haven't done that yet. So hopefully this works. Hopefully this works. And even if it does work, I definitely had to go back to the old mic. This is the old mic, and I just want to give a shout out to your old mic. You are tried and true. I know you will work when no other one will work out of the other 5. You will work. You always work. I'm grateful for you. I want to say thank you for working in the software. I'm just going to say this. Me and you are not cool. I don't know what I did to you, but hey, we got some problems. We got some problems.